Hi Janie, this is Donnie Vaughn of the Marketing Twins. This tutorial is going to focus on the media library and what all goes in there and some things specific to the media library. There's another tutorial you'll see on how to add a photo to a page. So these kind of go together a little bit, if you will. But let me just kind of show you what we mean by the media library. So what we need to do is go over to our dashboard. And right here, again, if this is not checked, just click that and that'll expose these two. If I click on the library right now, what you'll see is a large number of images and media type of things inside the library. Now, let's define what goes in a media library. This is obviously any JPEG pictures, and you might find a whole listing in here. Sometimes there are things that are not JPEGs, such as PDFs. So if you have an application or another type of certification form to complete, it would go in the media library. And you can see here we have a lot of different images. There are probably some images on this that need to probably be removed, but we keep them in there because, for instance, like the Twitter and Facebook, I think currently we are using these icons, but if we ever decide to change, we could go to those without having to reload the icons in there. In addition, there are, from time to time, you might find different photo extensions. Instead of just JPEG, it might be a PNG file or a GIF file, a GIF file. And all of those are supported here in the media library. And you could go through, as I'm just going through, all of the different pictures, and you can see the various ones. Like here's a GIF file. This particular image right here, just so you'll know, is the one we used for that right there. And so that gives you some idea of why those are. These are some of the PayPal buttons that we created and the thank you. And some of these are just kind of on supporting pages. So there's a lot of things in here related to the media library. I wanted you to know that. You can also kind of search for things if things are labeled. Like I could search for overlay. If there was a certain image related to the overlay, it would bring up those. You can see all the ones that are listed there. But not all images are labeled that way, but that gives you some of the things that you can do. In addition to looking at the things that are in the media library, there's something I want to show you related to this. Every image in the media library, whether it is a PDF file, a GIF file, a PNG file, a JPEG, like these, all of them, because they're stored in the media library of your website, they are actually assigned a URL, a domain name, if you will, similar to this up here. You have historictyler.org/WP-admin. Let me give you an example of what I mean by that. Here's how you find what that is. Right along here, you can, if you don't see it, as soon as you hover over, you'll see an edit, delete, and view. If you were to click view, there's two steps to this. One, you have to click the word view. Then, at the time, you will actually click on the picture that you're looking at. Give you another example. Maybe a much smaller. Here's Facebook. View. Now, this is why I wanted to show you this. And this is not something to be concerned about. It's just this is one of those processes that don't ask why it is this way. It's just the way that WordPress has it set up. When you get this, you have all these different icons and stuff. Only one you're looking for is what you clicked on, which was the Facebook. So you click on that link, and what you've got there is the actual image itself. And this is what I want to point out to you. This right here is the specific URL for that particular image. And it's real easy to test that out because I can copy that. I can open up a brand new browser window. You'll see my Firefox starts out into marketingtwins.com. I can delete that and paste in that URL that we copied. And when it does that, it goes right to the Facebook local icon that we have here. So that just gives you an idea of there are times that you'll find that we might have to reference a URL for that particular image. Some of these are found in some of the widgets, which you may or may not be have to deal a whole lot with. But that's what that is. And to get out of that, you just back out one time and then a second time, and you're back to your media library. So again, and if you ever want to know what the specific URL for the particular image, again, it's kind of usually right here in the middle. Click on it, and there is the specific URL for that image. 2 times, you click it to back out. If you ever want to add something to the media library, you just click Add New. And then from here, you can select files, and this is where you can pick on any picture that you'd like. And once you have it, it'll take a little while to load. And it looks like that. You'll see that it's already created the URL, and you save the changes and you're good to go. What you'll probably want to do is anytime you're adding things to a page of photos, there's a tutorial that you could watch that tells you how to add photos to a page. That's more than likely what you're going to do rather than adding images to the media library. Any photos that you add to a page are automatically loaded into the media library. So I know that these right here, all 3 of these pictures, I was doing for the test when I did the tutorial for how to add photos. Those now are in the media library. So I did not add them here. I added them on the page itself, but they get stored on the media library, in the media library. So that gives you just an idea about the media library. And again, sometimes you'll see a tutorial about widgets, and in that widget, it's going to ask you for an image source, and it's going to want a URL of that particular image. And again, you get that by clicking the word view, click on the image you want, and then there's the URL that it's asking for. Okay, I hope that helps.